The book really covers the Marine Corps from the start of World War II until the start of Vietnam. And the single most important asset for the Corps in this period was their culture. The way they talked about themselves, thought about themselves, and talked about themselves to other people really became an asset for their institutional survival, their cohesion as a service, and their ability to market themselves to outside audiences. When Marines talk about their culture, they use language, they use words like esprit, spirit, magic, religion. They say quite explicitly, the Marine Corps religion. This is very different from the other services. So one of the innovations in the book is hopefully to get us past simplistic notions of quote-unquote military culture. These are very different organizations with different agendas, and they did not always cooperate. So there were several important pieces of legislation in the 1940s and the 1950s where the Marine Corps was fighting against the other services. And here too, their culture was really an asset. And this is really interesting because what the Marines were doing was involving themselves in politics. Now, there's a lot of writing about militarism, but you have to distinguish it from militarization. So militarism is typically the word used to describe an overabundance of military control of government and of the economy. The Marines certainly weren't doing that. The Marines are the smallest service. They had almost nothing to do with shaping the American economy in any real way at this time. But militarization is a different term, and that refers to the growth of the power of military images and metaphors and even martial ideas in American society. And we've certainly seen, since World War II, an increasingly militarized culture in America. So part of what the book does is explores the Marines' role in militarization. We see the Marine Corps get more powerful in this period, and we see their stories get more powerful. The stories they tell about themselves gain more credibility with the American people. We have many excellent works of history on the Marines in battle. There are almost no works of history on what happened in all the intervening years. How did the Marines think about the war they just fought? How did that war live on in memory and affect their day-to-day lives? We are now coming out of, slowly but surely, 10 years of war in this country. Does anyone think that just because the wars will be over in a few years, that they'll be over in the minds of the veterans? They won't. So it's very important for those who know about the conduct of battle to talk to those who know how to talk about memory and culture and the role that ideas play in how we live our lives.